Hello, everyone, and welcome to Zombie Bites Theater, where every day in the month of October, well, every weekday in the month of October, we are going to be celebrating spooky season with a mini movie marathon in which we will be reviewing a horror short, and we hope that you will join us and play along. You can put those thoughts down in the comments. You've probably heard this a few times. You know the drill. Let's move on. What are we reviewing this episode, Ariel?
Subscribe button.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Influencer Sarah strikes again. You're going to be selling tummy tea next? Is that next?
Oh, God. So today we are going to be talking about Catcalls from 2017, directed by Kate Dolan. And you can find this one on Vimeo. So Kate Dolan wrote and directed Catcalls, which was her fourth short film. And then earlier this year, she wrote and directed her first feature-length film, a folk horror movie called You Are Not My Mother. And if you want to know more about that film and her career, you can check out the More Deadly podcast where Rachel and I interviewed her for one of our Director's Cut episodes. She was awesome.
She was really cool.
Yeah.
That was a really fun day. I remember I was like in a hotel room in Vegas. I was like, I am living my best life. All right, Sarah, let's get the synopsis for this one.
A man pulls his car over to ask for directions, only to flash two young women. After he gets home to his wife, one of the young women stumbles in asking for help, but is really there to get revenge.
Yeah,
that she is.
All right, Matilda, let's start with you. What did you think of Catcalls?
Well, this was not a first watch for me. I remember watching this when it first hit Shudder a few years ago. And I really loved it because, I mean, any revenge film for gendered violence is going to be a hit with us, pretty much. Right? Like, very few exceptions. It's going to be a good situation. But this one is so special because there's something about the chess game of how she corners this guy. And the kind of like social embarrassment threat that's so good. And then the payoff is just phenomenal. So yeah, I was excited for you all to see it.
All right, Sarah, what did you think of Catcalls?
Oh, I like Matilda, I saw this one like on the very early days of Shudder. And I liked it then. I love the shots where you see like a little like house cat in the background, just like in the bush or over in the corner, or like when him and the wife are standing there, you see it run across the back. It just and of course, like, it was just a cool film with a great ending.
Yeah, that ending is real good.
So what'd you think, Ariel?
Yeah, so I think I was the only person here who hadn't seen this one before. Rachel had mentioned it before we did our interview, and I hadn't gotten around to seeing it. And she's been like hyping it ever since then, talking about how great it was.
Did they overhype it?
No, not at all. It was fantastic. I love this movie. I think, like Matilda said, it's doing this great job of really, in just a couple of minutes, setting up what a creep this guy is, but also, the social cost to what he's doing if he gets caught. And the idea that she could out him in front of his wife, who clearly he's trying to hide all of this from, is great. And the creature design of the Catwoman is so cool. And the way that it's like sort of shown darkly and silhouetted so that you don't have to see, all of it. It just, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Seeing him dead, hanging out of his car or whatever was also very satisfying, as was that very flash that Sarah mentioned at the end where you see her eyes change to like cat eyes right after the guys have like accosted them. So good. It was a very satisfying little short.
Yeah, this was one I was like really excited to revisit. And then, when you like something, you're like, oh no. Is everybody going to be like, Rachel, you're crazy? Sure. But I'm delighted that you guys all enjoyed it as much as I did. I think for me, I just identify with those girls so much because I have ridden public transit. So like, I've definitely been someone who has been accosted by a public masturbator before. I mean, not to brag, but
yeah. I believe this weekend at when I saw you, you said that you have a certain it's like the law of attraction for public masturbators.
Yeah, I sure do.
Like,
I wish it was like money, success, inner peace, but no, it's just like dudes jacking off on public transit. But anyways, let's keep the show family friendly.
Okay.
No.
Is our show ever family friendly?
The ship has sailed.
Yeah, a long
and
time
it was
ago.
not a Disney cruise. But yeah, I mean, I think it's very satisfying to see his comeuppance. Yeah.
Still love my dirt sons.
I know. But I mean, yeah, all the things that you said, really, I connected with that. I like the way that the cat sort of plays with her food before she pounces, that kind of thing. And I like that it kind of plays with this. There's this idea of like, you know, wrong place, wrong time, or women asking for it. But like this dude totally brought it on himself and got his just desserts for it. And that's very, very satisfying. I just think it's a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. This is a wish fulfillment kind of film. And I think it's really beautiful as well. I love the use of color with the oranges and the teals, the contrasting colors, and the design of the monster is so cool. Like Kate Dolan is an incredible filmmaker, and whatever she makes, I need to put my eyes on it as soon as possible. Yeah, I would heartily recommend people check out Catcalls. How about you, ladies?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. All right. So that just leaves what we are going to be reviewing tomorrow. Matilda, tell us what's going on.
So tomorrow we're going to be watching 2019's Night Diner, which is written and directed by Caleb Ridgway, and you can find it on YouTube. So we will see you for that tomorrow. And let us know what you thought of Catcalls. Put your comments down below here and join us back tomorrow.
Oops.
Right. See you then.
We're on top of it.
Bam, bam, bam.
Thanks everybody for listening, and thank you to my co-hosts. Our theme music for this episode is Apprehensive at Best by BizBaz Studio.